That's an offensive term. People find that hurtful.
You mean it's not politically correct, and yet everybody uses it?
Look it up in the dictionary. It's offensive.
I'll use the word anchor baby. Excuse me. I'll use the word anchor baby.
All right, rejoining us now, Governor Bill Richardson, former governor of New Mexico and former U.S. ambassador to the United Nations, and of course, former U.S. Secretary of Energy. Sorry you have such a short resume, Governor.
Couldn't keep a job.
All right, Donald Trump and his, well, first of all, how do you feel? You have a Mexican background on the sides of both your parents. How do you feel about the term anchor babies?
I think it's insulting. It's unconstitutional what he wants to do. I mean, he is addicted to attention. And unfortunately, he's getting a lot of attention because of outrageous positions like repealing that 14th Amendment on the anchor babies, like creating a fence, like deporting thousands and millions of people. I mean, but what it's doing politically, Steve, is he's ensuring that Hispanic voters that are going to be 11% of the population, 28 million, are going to remember what he is saying and what other Republicans that are coddling up to him that are candidates are saying. And what's going to happen is he's going to be like Mitt Romney, who ended up with like a low 20% of the vote of the Latino vote in states like New Mexico, Colorado, Florida, crucial states. And you know, this is disastrous for the Republican Party, but they're tolerating it.
Well, let me ask you about the 14th Amendment. The Constitution actually says that Congress will decide who becomes a citizen, and there may be other ways around this situation without repealing the 14th Amendment. But where in the 14th Amendment? The 14th Amendment, sir, with all due respect, was never intended. It referred to slaves becoming citizens of this country. How did that translate to pregnant women coming across the border illegally to have their babies so that their babies would become citizens and then reap the benefits of citizenship?
Well, you know, Steve, I don't want to get into a legal argument with you, but you know, the Congress has respected that 14th Amendment, basically saying that children that are born in this country are American citizens. That's a birthright. That's something that no Congress has challenged. You know, maybe there's a fringe in the Republican Party like Trump that are challenging this, but a majority of the American people, for instance, 75% of the American people think there should be legal status for the 11 million that are here illegally as long as they observe certain conditions, like pay a fine for coming here illegally, like passing a background check, like learning American values, like many other requirements. And, you know, that's where the American people are. The American people are in the center. They're moderate. They have a tremendous amount of respect for this country. They're kind. You know, I think Trump is, maybe he's getting his 20%, but, you know, in the end, Steve, polls, press, and big crowds don't mean votes in the voting booth. You know, I experienced that in Iowa and New Hampshire. I'd get these big crowds, but in the end, it's your organization. And Trump has no organization. He has all these people flapping around that like him, and that's about it. But they're in Iowa, it's a caucus. In Nevada, it's a caucus. You got to organize. I think you're going to see this guy flaming out. That would be the best interest of the American people and the Republican Party if they listen.
Finally, very quickly, the Iran deal. We find out that one of these side agreements with the IAEA and Iran is that Iran can inspect its own nuclear facility. That broke yesterday from the Associated Press. Is that not the height of lunacy?
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good because international inspectors should be the ones that inspect these sites, not the Iranians. But I think overall the agreement on the nuclear side is okay. Where I worry about the agreement, Steve, is one, the arms embargo, getting rid of it. You know, Iran's a sponsor of terrorism. They're going to mess around in Syria. They're going to mess with Israel, in Yemen. And then the 4 American hostages. You know, Iran's behavior is what gives me pause on this agreement. On the nuclear side, the inspections, all of that, I think that's a good thing. Although this doesn't help, this announcement, my God, I mean, you want international inspectors looking at those sites.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Governor, thanks for being so generous with your time. Always great to talk to you, sir.
Take care, pal.
Thank you. That's Governor Bill Richardson, ladies and gentlemen. Very interesting, and he presents a unique perspective on the situation with Donald Trump and his immigration plan, because he's both parents, as I mentioned, of Mexican descent. I think his father half so, and his mother, I believe, was born in Mexico. Anyway, very interesting conversation. All right, up next, the Malzberg panel with Hank Scheinkampf and Noah Rothman. But first, as Donald Trump continues to lead in the polls, you know, the popularity of his cap has made great gains as well. It says Make America Great Again, and you could get your very own Make America Great Again cap. It's a $25 value, and it's free. With this offer, you just pay shipping and handling, and you go to newsmax.com/TrumpCap or call 1-800-933-8396. That's newsmax.com/TrumpCap and get your Trump cap today. Coming back.